How's it going there, guys? Stalkin for a video this nice, wonderful day. Oh yes, here in town. And this day, March 28th, 2019, this is a very special day because 40 years ago, this movie came out. You can see the spear behind me. The silver sphere is a clue of what came out 40 years ago. You guys ready for it? If you guys don't know, then I'll tell you right now. It is this classic Phantasm boy. Came out 40 years ago today. Come over to this park in San Diego because they got these interesting Phantasm balls. Looks like it's coming to me. Like that. It's going to come to me and get me right there. But also today, March 20th, marks the day of opening baseball. So the Padres over here at Petco Park begin their season with Manny Machado. Big sign they got over there. That's why I mentioned that because it's like really busy over there right now. It's going to do some stuff around town so we can get into. And also towards the end of this video, I have 3 really cool Vinegar Syndrome titles I'm talking guys about. They're out right now, some really good ones. So look out for that towards the end of this video. But now let's go around town and see what we can get into. I mean, it's kind of funny, like these big old metal sphere of balls. Definitely remind me of like Phantasm. We've seen like little knife, like little spike things coming out, and it's definitely the Phantasm balls. But yeah, classic flick, Phantasm. I can't believe that came out 40 years ago. Love that movie. And when's the first time you guys seen that movie? Drop me a comment below on that. And what is this thing right here? This looks like a weird, I don't know what this is. Like, what is this? Like a weird, I have no idea what, I guess you just spin on this thing? I have no idea. I guess it's like a kid's thing. I don't even know what it is, but there it is. But anyway, it's really nice out. Right now it's right around like noon. All these cars coming in because they're all going toward the parking structures that are behind me. And it gets really bottled up over there. So it's like a little bit of a madhouse. And I forgot to add, and right here you can see mine is signed by Angus Scrum. I got lucky enough to meet him a few years back at Monster Palooza. I think it was 4 years ago. I met the man himself, Angus Scrum. He signed this, the DVD of it. Really nice guy. He's like right there. Angus Scrum, and right there the classic boy. Right, and on to the next spot of the day from downtown San Diego all the way up here to Kearny Mesa to the good old Book Off behind me. I've been there a little hot minute, so let's go inside and hopefully I'll get some fluffy gamer luck. I always find some cool things here, so hoping I find some good things like you, buddy, in here, and try to get some out of print stuff, things like that. So let's go inside right now and see what they got at the good old Book Off, aka off. Well, you can say fuck off. Yeah, it's okay to say it. Alright, so here we go. First thing you go in, you got all the toys up in here. And I always like looking here. Sometimes I get some pretty neat things, like, some old, not like really old, but WWE toys, but sometimes I get older type stuff. Things like that up in here. So it's kind of good to look through and see what they might have. If you're into Funko Pops, this place has a lot of them for sale. This one, $1 Million Man and the IRS. The guy was always sweat his ass off in every match. Remember that guy? All the time. Now we got some guitars. So this is more than movies and video games and books. I have a lot of other stuff here too, which is kind of cool. Pretty good variety. And check out my cool, awesome, handy acoustic skills. That's an original song by Cinestalker. Right there, #1 hit. Now we are in the Blu-ray section. As you can see, a lot of blue cases. So let's go in here. Hopefully they got something cool to get for a good deal. Sometimes they get some pretty neat stuff sometimes. I get some Scream Factory stuff here before, that kind of thing in the past. I was kind of looking around, and hopefully they get something interesting to pick up. This one's pretty cool, and a good movie too. The Blu-ray of The Dead Next Door. Pretty awesome shot on video horror flick made back in the 80s. I think it took the guy like a year or longer to, I think like multiple years to even make this thing. So it's kind of, I think I remember this. I have this on DVD, but it's a cool horror flick. I think this just came out on Blu-ray if I'm not mistaken. I think it did, but I could be wrong. It looks like it says 2017, but I thought there was like a new release of this. I saw it recently somewhere, but I could be wrong. And I've seen this. This is kind of cool from Umbrella Entertainment. Is Tom Savini's Night of the Living Dead. I didn't even know they even put this one out from Umbrella. That's pretty cool though on Blu-ray. That's pretty rad. I wonder how the transfer of this thing is like. So I know they had like a Twilight Time one. It's like went out of print like crazy. It was like a blue sort of tint to it. I don't know if this one has that or not. That's pretty cool. Pretty rad cover too. Well, now I'm over here by the TV shows because a lot of these are out of print too. Like certain ones, of course. So as I try to find like if they have unsolved mysteries and that kind of stuff. Silk stockings, Are You Afraid of the Dark, that kind of thing. So let's see if they have any of the unsolved mysteries, since I'm close to the U section. I don't know if they, hopefully they have something like that here. I don't know. They got one right here, but they already know the price of it. It's like 50 bucks. I think that goes for like 40 or something like that. That's pretty cool, the best of. If you find those single ones by themselves, they're worth some good time cash. Also, like upwards like $100+ for certain ones. Like I think the Alien one. I think one of like the monsters, like myths of monsters and that kind of thing, like Loch Ness monster type stuff. There's one of there like that too. So if you find any of those at a thrift shop, definitely pick those up if you can find them for cheap, because they're worth some bucks. Now I'm looking in the A section, looking for anything like Are You Afraid of the Dark? I don't think, they probably don't. I got lucky the one time I found it here for hella cheap, but never found one ever since here. Not even for expensive, never found one anywhere else. This is the only time I found Are You Afraid of the Dark here. You gotta check in the bin. Looking here for the heck of it. Nothing. And the screen went all crazy. Look at the screen, it's going crazy. What's going on? It's like techno. And now I'm just in the regular, DVD section, which is good too, because there's a lot of these, quite a bit. The DVDs are out of print and go for expensive amounts, like Gleam in the Cube and the movie Mikey, which I have on VHS. I looked through it just for the heck of it, just to see if they even have it. Checking the G section, and no Gleam in the Cube. If I see that, I'll probably go, oh, I'll probably freak out, go, holy shit. But I've never seen that anywhere to rent or to buy, really. I don't think I have. I've never seen it. It's super hard to find. I think it goes for like a couple $100. Hopefully one day they'll put that out on Blu-ray. Always loved that movie. And let's see what else they have over here. Looks like just a bunch of other like basic stuff. I'm gonna look through this, and if I see anything, I'll let you know. But right now, check out my movie reviews. Right now, the review part of the video. All these titles here. 3 titles from Vinegar Syndrome. Great cult movie company. Here's some good ones right here. First up, this cool one from the 80s, The Suckling. This one right here, I've heard of it. I've seen the cover of like the VHS of it, but never seen the movie. It definitely an enjoyable watch of some low budget goodness is this one right here. Which movie takes place as this woman and her boyfriend. They go to this abortion clinic. She's pregnant, but the clinic is at a brothel where there's all these like prostitutes at. And the woman that performs the abortion, her name is Big Mama. She's like it's like a weird, strange crackhead abortion clinic pretty much place. And she goes in there, she drinks this Kool-Aid drink, she gets knocked out, and then she gets the abortion right there. And the assistant flushes the fetus down the toilet, and that for the toilet, when it goes in the sewer, toxic waste falls on the fetus, and then mutates in this crazy killing machine. Comes out from the toilet, starts killing everyone in sight. And The Suckling. It was really fun, low budget, but in the best way is this one right here. The creature right there looks really, really cool. Really good effects in this thing. Also some pretty, fun stop motion stuff they do in this thing too. I thought it was a fun movie. Had some good laughs in it. Some pretty cool, sort of like some gore, like some low budget B-movie gore in this thing, but fun. Some funny dialogue, some wacky stuff. And this one, The Suckling, the concept like that. You can't go wrong. This is a winner for me. Definitely check this one out. It's pretty damn cool. Lots of features in this thing right here. Nice 2K restoration from the 16mm negative. Got an interview with the director and writer of the movie. It's a cool flick. Definitely enjoyable watch is this, The Suckling. If you like some good low-budget cheese, this one right here is definitely going to get. Next up, here's a movie I'd never heard of before, and it's this one right here called In the Cold of the Night. Made in like 89 or 90, right around that time. This movie right here is this guy. He has these visions when he goes to sleep. He's like these nightmares of him strangling a beautiful woman, and the dreams continue on and continue on. They affect his life. He starts seeing the imagery. He's a fast photographer, so he starts seeing the imagery even when he's awake and stuff like that. He's obsessed with it to find out who is this person he's killing the dreams, because to him it's so realistic. He even strangles his girlfriend in bed because of the dream and stuff like that. She wakes up, she's like, what the hell's wrong with you? And that kind of thing. So he finds out the woman, he actually finds her, and things like that. And all this other stuff happens after he finds her. All kinds of other stuff stews around in this world, and then this really strange realm of reality and fantasy in his mind and what else is going on. This weird, strange thing. Really cool flick is this one right here. Almost reminds me of the movie Body Double. is this one. If you've seen the movie Body Double, definitely has a body double vibe to it. Is this flick right here? Definitely a cool, enjoyable watch. Has definitely a late night, USA Up All Night, Skinemax, Cinemax type vibe to it. Kind of a sexual thriller is this one. Really well done. Good shots in this thing. Looks really cool. Right, last up here is this flick right here called Dominique. Neat supernatural thriller is this one. This movie right here takes place as this woman named Dominique and her husband live in this huge English estate. Really wealthy woman. And she's just tormented by him and what's going on in her life. So one day she hangs herself, leaves all this inheritance to him. But her soul cannot rest and the spirit cannot rest. So she pretty much rises from the grave, her spirit, and torments the hell out of him, and just does all this crazy stuff and this neat supernatural thriller. Definitely enjoyed this one right here. Thought it was really well done. Lots of good features this thing as well. Look at that cool cover art. Definitely a nice one right here. Nice, if you like ghost type movies, like haunting type stuff from like the early 80s, that kind of feel, you'll definitely like Dominique. That's it for the reviews right here. These 3 flicks are out now. Just came out from Vinegar Syndrome. Link that down below for that company if you want to get these titles and more other stuff that comes out. They always put out some good stuff every month. Check them out. Really great company. Now back to the video at hand. I hope you guys enjoyed my reviews, and so far I found nothing, but still looking around. I'm here by the front of the store now. Just check out inside the glass cases, all this like expensive stuff. And check out the NECA Friday the 13th. $120. They would have something cool, but nothing this time around. I didn't get the Fluffy Gamer luck to go in there to buy anything cool. He always finds good things in there. I didn't get this time, unfortunately, but oh well, it's okay. Anyway, that pretty much does it for this video right here. So if you guys enjoyed this video, quick little video, things like that. I hope you enjoyed my reviews right there. Link down below if you want to get those towels now from Vinegar Syndrome. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it around. Make sure to subscribe if you like my content. I'll catch you guys later in the next video.